Welcome to the Freedom Unchained channel. I have a good one for you guys right now. I wanted to talk about Hale versus Henkel, 1906. A lot of the fraudulators, the trying to debunk people that want to be free in this world, because we do live in a free country, supposedly. We actually do, if you actually understand the law and how to stay out of the jurisdiction of the corrupt government. So Hal versus Henkel is a great one that tells you the difference between jurisdictions. I have a so-called lawyer in my comments, and he helped me just a few seconds ago as I was messaging him back to clear up this thought. He was asking, what are the people without the government? Or something along that line. And I was like, people and government are not one and the same. Like, God is not Jesus, but Jesus is God. Government is made up of people, but people does not mean the government. They're not one and the same. So Hale versus Henkel distinguishes distinctly, clearly between the two jurisdictions. The jurisdictions of the corporation of the United States, and there are creations of the states called corporations, and individuals, and how individuals are not subject to the state, and they have no obligation to the state, and they can be in private as long as they are not threatening to anybody or harming anybody of the public. So let's just read it, and you can decide for yourself.
U.S. Supreme Court Hale v. Henkel, conceding that the witness was an officer of the corporation under investigation, and that he was entitled to assert the rights of corporation with respect to the production of its books and papers, we are of the opinion that there is a clear distinction in this particular between an individual and a corporation, and that the latter has no right to refuse to submit its books and papers for an examination at the suit of the state. The individual may stand upon his constitutional rights as a citizen. He is entitled to carry on his private business in his own way. His power to contract is unlimited. He owes no duty to the state or to his neighbors to divulge his business, or to open his doors to an investigation, so far as it may tend to criminate him. He owes no such duty to the state, since he receives nothing therefrom beyond the protection of his life and property. His rights are such as existed by the law of the land long antecedent to the organization of the state, and can only be taken from him by due process of law, and in accordance with the Constitution. Among his rights are a refusal to incriminate himself and the immunity of himself and his property from arrest or seizure except under a warrant of the law. He owes nothing to the public so long as he does not trespass upon their rights.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that little reading of Hales versus Hinckley. The most important part of it, of course, you're going to get the fraudulators saying, oh, due process of law, that means you're in the jurisdiction of the government. No, that actually means you're in the jurisdiction of the people. The jurisdiction of the government would be the corporation part. When you register your business as a corporation, then it becomes a creation of the state and property of the state. So anything you do with that corporation is the property of the state. Those are the two different jurisdictions. You got jurisdictions of the people, or man, common law, or you got jurisdiction of the United States, the corporation, the trustee of the Constitution, the one that the men set up to manage the security of their property and their person. That doesn't mean that because they set up a government that they have to be subject to all the things that the trustees make up as rules, regulations, policies, statutes, procedures, codes, taxes. That one's really going to piss people off. Taxes are for corporations, so if you're a person, you're a corporation, then you got to pay taxes. But as this clearly says that you don't have to open your books to anything in its government, so why would you pay taxes? Why do you owe any obligation to any entity outside of your own public, outside of your own private business, especially a foreign corporation, a foreign entity like the IRS. If you ever have IRS problems and a man comes after you and starts to tell you that you owe some foreign corporation in debt, then just go after that man that's writing the letters and be like, are you saying I owe you any debt? And if he continues to harass you, then take his ass to a court of common law of the people. Don't get yourself in the court of the jurisdiction of the corrupt corporate government, the trustee side of the Constitution. Stay on the common law side. I'm actually going to put the whole case up because I think we need to have more cases up on YouTube for people to go through if they want to listen to things like I do. It's hard for me to concentrate and read things. I'm getting better at reading things. I've always been a good comprehension, but the reading of the breaking down of really complex words wasn't my biggest skill, so it's always been an easier thing for me to do is just to have the computers read it. So that's what happens since high school, is when my computer started reading things to me, I could start learning could actually start learning things instead of in high school where they were just indoctrinating you anyway. So why would it really matter if I read things in high school or elementary or whatever? Because then I would just learn more junk. I would have had to spend more years de-indoctrinating myself. But I'm getting off on a rant. I hope you guys subscribe to this channel if you guys want more stuff with learning about common law, how to be free, how to get rid of this government, corruption, so on and so forth. Whatever you guys think we need to start learning, please leave me a comment down in the bottom in the comment section and let's get a conversation started. Smash that like button, share this video around to all your friends that don't understand the difference between government and private, to all the people that just think government can have control over everything and the government is or can be just a corrupt entity that just rules all of our lives, and they don't have any idea that man actually make government and man's above government, and government has to be subject to man, and then there's God's above man, so it goes God, man, government. So what law is God and truth. Okay, that's what God is. We are trying to practice law, learn what law is, and work together in the courts to work out our disputes. That's what courts are for. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. And wait, opinions. An opinion is an opinion of law, God's law. So anyways, we are under a common law in the United States. But I just wanted to finish that up. So until next time, I'm going to leave you guys in love and light. One infinite creator. Peace.